Welcome to Vermontitude, a collaborative effort between Great Eastern Radio, the Brattleboro Reformer, and BCTV to bring you the stories behind the stories on the topics you want to learn more about. Because there's always more, so there'll always be Vermontitude. Hosted by me, Peter Fish Case. Welcome to Vermontitude. New episodes drop every Tuesday and can be found by going to vermontitude.com, reformer.com, brattleboro.tv, and locally on Comcast Channel 1078. We come to you from our studios at the Innovation Box on Landmark Hill. I'm Peter Fish Case, and each week I cover the topics that are of concern to Windham County and the towns that reside within its borders. Joining us today is Dr. Bob Tortolani, and we're going to be talking about an upcoming event called Vets Town Hall. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so let's get right into it.
Sure.
We had a little chance to talk about the Vets Town Hall and what it is. It seems like it's a kind of a nationwide thing, but there's going to be 6 in Vermont here in the upcoming rest of this month and next. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, the veterans in Brattleboro learned of this about 2 years ago. We knew there were vet town halls going on in Vermont and for 3 or 4 years, and we thought we could pull it off here. We feel it's a very important has an important role to try to educate the community on what it is like to be in the military. We know that very few people are relatively going into the military these days, and there's a concern that most people don't know much about military life in the military. And this is by having veterans give short talks about their experiences in the military, it allows the community to learn about what it is to be in the military. So we thought it would be a good idea to do it. We did it last year for the first time. This year we're doing it on the 17th of November. It's going to be at the American Legion, 1 to 5, and there's going to be a potluck following the 10 or so stories that are going to be told by the veterans.
All right. So I'm assuming now most of the veterans that are here are local folks.
Yes.
Within the region. Could
yes.
be Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont.
Exactly right.
And they'll get up. Now, this is not, we should say, this is not a Q&A format thing. They're going to just get up. And you were talking about the educational piece a little bit.
Yes.
So can you expand on that?
Well, first of all, each veteran is going to speak for 5 to 10 minutes, and there will be no Q&A following his presentation or at the end. But we're really concerned that veterans want to let the public know what it is like to be in the military. Actually, most of us have really enjoyed our military experience, and a lot of people simply do not know much about the military anymore. So it's an opportunity to educate, and for those who want to learn more, it's an opportunity to sit with veterans over a meal and enjoy each other's company.
All right. Now, you yourself, the interest, I guess, that you would have told us is you yourself are a veteran.
Yes.
You served in Vietnam.
Yes.
As a medic?
Medical officer.
Okay.
I was a physician. I had just come out of my internship. I was 26, 27, and I was with the 1st Cav Division in Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so that's kind of the thing that drives you. I know that you've been an advocate for veterans, yes. So thank you for that. Thank you for your service, of course. Mm-hmm. I want to say, in the air that we breathe today, which is very charged and very divisive, this is not a political event.
No, absolutely, it is not a political event.
All right.
It's not a recruiting event. It's an educational event.
Right.
Whether it's therapeutic in any way for the veteran to tell a short story, that may be, may not. It's simply our role is to try to educate the public.
Right. Now, as I was reading through the descriptions on the website and the pamphlet that you dropped off for me, and it literally says, like, you can be prepared as an audience member to see somebody who is proud of their service, to see somebody who might be sad about their service, and mad about their service. Has this been an experience that when you did it last year that you recognized?
I don't think I saw all those emotions. It was primarily the first time around, people told a little story about something that they were passionate about, something that happened, some experience they had with other soldiers. And I didn't see much in the way of anger, mostly telling a story that not necessarily, it could have any of those things you mentioned, but last year it didn't particularly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and so this again is an event that's going on throughout the state of Vermont. So if you happen to be viewing this from afar, we'll say there is one in Bristol on October 24th, another one in Rutland on November 8th. Colchester on the 10th, and on the same day, another one in St. Johnsbury on November 10th, South Royalton on the 14th of November, and of course, the one here in Brattleboro at the American Legion Post 5 on the 17th, which is a Sunday. Some of these are in the week, some of them, so they're all over the place. Vet Town Hall, is that, what's the web address? Oh, VermontVetTownHall.org. That's, at least that's what this says.
That's correct.
So there is another group that we were talking about a little briefly. Now, this isn't just, so this is for us, the public, maybe people who haven't served in the military. Maybe you have served in the military. You want to go. You want to get connected with other people. But you guys also meet on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Can you talk about that?
Yes. We are in probably toward the end of our 6th year of meeting weekly at the Brattleboro Legion in Brattleboro, Vermont, obviously. And we meet at 9 o'clock. We end at 10 o'clock. Coffee and donuts is what we have to offer. But most importantly, we offer camaraderie and really delightful discussions. What I'm amazed about is we have between 30 and 40 veterans there every Tuesday. There's a group of about 50 to 60 who come regularly. They don't make it every time, but somewhere between 35 and 40 veterans there. And our veterans don't always agree with each other. That's for sure. None of us agree with each other in this life. The respect with which veterans show for each other during these sometimes very difficult conversations is incredible. And I think we're having conversations that people in general cannot have, without demonstrating anger or frustration. In this situation, there's incredible respect and it's a very enjoyable experience. We don't have much of an agenda. We have announcements, occasional speakers, and then we get into whatever's on people's minds. We never know what's going to happen in that hour. And it's fascinating, the amount of wisdom. The veterans go from World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, the whole gamut. The youngest fellow is probably in his 50s. The oldest is close to 100 or over 100. And again, we also have a veterans group for young working veterans that just started about 4 months ago. And that is on the last Thursday at the Legion of every month for families, young veterans and their families over pizza and soft drinks.
All right, well, it sounds like their eats are a little bit better.
Yeah, their eats are a little bit better. We're extravagant for the young guys. We're trying to bring the young people back. We know that it's difficult to transition from the military back to civilian life, and all these things are efforts to reduce isolation and to increase camaraderie. And we've been extremely successful with the older veterans, and we're hoping for the same for the younger veterans.
Right. Yeah. So one of the things that you had said as you were talking was that that you're not always going to agree with people. People might have different political ideologies. People might have it, but the one thing that binds you all is that service.
Exactly. The brotherhood. We've all experienced similar things in terms of our training, discipline, and realizing that it's all about mission. And as an individual, you are told what to do. You have someone who's going to order you to do what you do, and you do it. And we've all been through that, no matter what our rank is, and that it causes a real brotherhood. There's no question about it.
Right. Yeah. There's definitely that is the thread that binds, as
exactly
it were.
Right.
All right. So again, just to. This is an event that is free to the public.
Yes.
All right. And all can attend?
Yes, all can attend.
All right.
Anyone who'd like to attend, just understand that it's a matter of listening, respectful listening. This is what it's all about. It's listening and hopefully getting educated and being interested in the stories. And then after the stories are told, we're going to get together for a meal. And there'll be veterans at each table where the people from the community sit.
Right.
So it's an opportunity to talk, ask questions, talk about anything at that point.
Learn a little bit.
Yes, right. Exactly right.
All right. So again, this is at the American Legion, 1 in the afternoon on Sunday, November 17th.
Correct.
All right. Anything we're leaving out?
I just wanted to say Veterans Day is the 11th. We've always tried to do this around the time of Veterans Day, but we're just hoping the community comes, as many as can, and we're looking forward to seeing you there.
All right. Dr. Bob Tortolani, thank you for jumping on Vermontitude.
Appreciate it.